You heard that Joe Mazzulla put together a little pickup basketball game between the Celtics coaching staff and the Boston media, right? And you want to know what happened, right? Well, I was on the media team. Matter of fact, I scored half our points, so I can tell you exactly how it went down. What's up, everybody? I'm Kari Thompson. I'm a sports reporter for Boston.com, and Joe Mazzulla whooped our media team by 53 points. So here's how it went down, right? So it's practice at the Auerbach Center, regular Celtics practice, and there's a media pickup game that had happened in the past but was getting revived this year. So usually it's media versus media. We just divide ourselves into two teams and we get a chance to run around and play at the Celtics practice facility against each other. And it's fair because it's a bunch of washed up sports writers competing against washed up sports writers. Joe Mazzulla had other ideas today. At the end of his press conference, he's asked about the game, and he's like, actually, it won't be you guys playing against yourselves. It'll be you guys playing against me and my coaching staff. And in case you need to be reminded of who the Celtics have on staff, Emil Jefferson, McDonald's All-American, played at Duke with Jason Tatum, 6'9", still in his early 30s, still has bounce. Joe Mazzulla, former D1 point guard, led West Virginia to its first Final Four appearance since 1959, back in 2010. Held his own guarding some NBA stars, a defensive hound. Not really a super great offensive player. You're not looking to Joe for buckets, but in terms of being a defensive energy point guard, I mean, Joe Mazzulla, his credentials are real. And Deshaun Butler, 6'7" wing who played with Mazzulla at West Virginia, he was out there. God Shamgod Jr., son of the God Shamgod, was out there. Phil Pressey, the main Celtics coach, he was out there. He's a former Celtics point guard in and of himself. So you've got multiple former NBA guys on the floor against the Boston media, where it's like, all right, I'm our biggest player. I'm 6'6". I'm a center. And, you know, John Corrales got some size. He's around my height. But after that, it gets a whole lot smaller. And mind you, I'm a big guy, but I'm slow. Like, I am nowhere near a D1 athlete that played at Duke. Like, I played for my high school basketball team, and I was okay. I was an okay high school basketball player in Boston, a varsity starter, not a McDonald's All-American. So you can guess how this game went down. First of all, the score was 57-4. We only got 2 buckets. And it was like one of those old school, if you've ever been in a gym and you've seen like a 5th grade youth basketball game where there's one team that's pressing and they figured it out and they know how to get after it and trap and get all these steals, and the other team just looks lost and they can't get the ball over the court. That's what happened to us. We had no ball handlers. Like, we could not get the ball over the court. Joe and them threw on a full court press, and it was just full pedal to the metal for 12 minutes. We only played 12 minutes. So it was 57-4 after 12 minutes. It's basically a quarter, right? It was supposed to be a half. But afterwards, after 12 minutes, they called it. They're like, it's back to media versus media. The coaches showed enough. But the press was just too much to deal with, man. Mazzulla was hounding cats. The wings were using their length to just get steals. And then from there, the transition execution was good. Like, they were getting open dunks. They were getting layups. And eventually they started passing all that stuff up and just taking threes and just jacking threes. I mean, Shamgod, he hit a 3 at the buzzer. He hit the final shot of the game at the buzzer. Logo 3 to end it. Like, how cold is that? Like, just utter complete dominance. So I know you want to know who scored. Well, first of all, I scored. Not to put myself up there, but like, I think it is pretty cool that I scored. at the Auerbach Center in the game. It was a blowout, but at least I can say I didn't go scoreless. What happened was I actually caught Joe on a screen. He was defending somebody. I screened Joe. He tries to get through. He's a little late. And his person takes a shot from outside. They miss it. I get the board, put back. And that was 2 points. That was 2 of our 4 points, right? By then, we're already down by like 40, getting creamed. And so the other bucket, Bobby Kravitsky, who's a contributor for Forbes, he got a layup off a nice hustle play. And that was it for our offense. That was our entire offense summed up. It was different trying to shoot from an NBA 3. Like, first of all, as a big, I don't take a lot of threes anyway, but trying to take that NBA 3 where the Celtics practice at, different. Like, the range difference is real. I think that hurt us because sometimes threes can keep you in it even if you're way undersized and overmatched, but none of our threes were falling because none of us were used to shooting NBA threes on the regular. And yeah, our lack of athleticism really caught up with us. We just could not keep up with those guys. It was a track meet. It was a straight up track meet. The funniest moment to me was afterwards, right? So we're gathered at midcourt and we're talking, we're huddling up, breaking it down, debriefing or whatever. I hear this voice from upstairs because, you know, at the practice facilities, there's multiple levels and you can kind of watch from the overhang what's going on down the court. And so Jaylen Brown is yelling down at us like, anybody want to do media? Like giving us a taste of our own medicine because we have to ask Jaylen all those tough questions after games and he has to sit there and answer them. So Jaylen went and asked us if any of us wanted to do interviews. None of us did interviews. We skipped it. Nobody held us accountable. But I just thought that was hilarious. Jaylen having some good-natured fun. He stuck around and watched. Tatum stuck around and watched. Brad Stevens stuck around and watched. Joe played. And then we did a media versus media game afterwards. And Joe stuck around and watched that too. And Joe actually tried to meddle with our game a little bit because our game came down to the wire, right? My team ended up winning by 3. It was 25-22. And we were up by 3 with 1.8 seconds to go. Joe out here telling the refs to put more time on the clock. He convinced them to put it at 7 seconds. So the other team had a legit shot to try to get a buzzer beater off. I guess he wanted to see what our situational awareness would be like and what kind of offense we would run in a last second out of bounds situation. So, you know, fortunately we were able to get the stop. I was able to hound the inbounder. And then our teammates just swarmed the 3-point line and they weren't able to get a shot off at the end of the buzzer. But yeah, my team got the dub in the media versus media game. But against the coaches, man, it was rough. It was rough because it was not just a talent gap, but it was also a surprise. Like, we didn't know we were going to be playing against the Celtics coaches. I thought I was going to be guarding other media members. Instead, I'm trying to guard Emile Jefferson, who was a McDonald's All-American. Like, that's just life. That matchup is just going to be what it is. A lot of respect to the Celtics because they actually have a lot of coaching talent on that coaching staff. And these guys are young for coaches. Like, Joe is in his mid to late 30s. Like, I'm sure he would cook a lot of these other head coaches. Emile in his early 30s. Phil Pressey in his 30s. Like, these are dudes that not too long ago were playing high-level basketball. And, of course, they beat up on some sports writers. Matter of fact, they're probably mad they even gave up 4 points. Like, whoever gave up points this game just straight up needs to run. Like, like, that's just what it is. Y'all should not be giving up points to us, period. But I will say that it was a good time. It was a fun way for us to get to know the coaches better and just make memories and say that we were able to play where the Celtics practice. It was a cool day over there in Brighton at the Auerbach Center. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I hope we can do it again. Joe seemed really enthusiastic about it. I know he was pumped to beat us after we keep grilling him with questions after all these games. So he got a chance to take it out on us in a friendly way on the basketball court, and it was real. It was a cool experience. So yeah, that's really was it. That's what went down at the Auerbach Center. 57-4 loss for Team Media, and yeah, we're just gonna. What else can you do but try to flush that one and get the next one? I hope there is a next one. So thanks for listening, guys. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more updates, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.